We're going to start with human aggression. There's a couple of things that lead to it. And human aggression is very complex. There's many different environments that cause human aggression. Of course, we all know that chaining a dog causes human aggression, right? Has anyone ever thought that the socialization aspect could cause human aggression? And how you socialize? All right, good. I came up with a little thing that I'm finding, especially with a particular breed that I've worked with. I see it predominant in American bred shepherds. Okay? Everybody agrees with me. All right, you're starting to see some of it in golden retrievers. You're going to start seeing it in dogs that are particularly bred to be sensitive or soft. Shelties, good ones, if it goes wrong. And what I call it is initial fear syndrome. Okay? Initial fear syndrome is generally genetic. Okay? It is a combination of soft temperament, sensitivity, and lacking in nerves. And in my world, when you breed German Shepherds, if you breed a German Shepherd to be soft, that's not a German Shepherd, that's an inadequate animal. For some reason in America they believe soft is good. Understand what soft means in dogs. Soft in dogs means soft, can't deal with too much. If you got a soft human being, what's that mean? They're generally affectionate, but you need to be careful what you say around them, am I right? Okay, I'm not a soft person, so if you called me a short, bald little Italian, I'd sit there and brush it off. But if Jason was overly sensitive and I said it to him, how much would he let it linger? Okay, and here's the other issue. If Jason was a soft person, I walked right up to him, would he feel threatened if he didn't know me? Okay, but if I'm a tough person or a person out and Jason walked right up to him, I'm going to say, what's your problem? What's your problem? The difference is nerves. So when we socialize puppies, it's very important that sometimes, and like I said, you'll socialize a dog and you socialize them with dogs and he's aggressive. Well, human factor too, you socialize it with humans. It's because the owners have failed to see the dog's absorption time. Initial fear syndrome is the inability, okay, to absorb something new immediately. Have you guys ever watched a puppy that is outgoing, like that little border collie yesterday? And then you see another puppy who kind of sits back and he wants to go, but then he's hesitant and you keep pushing forward and he backs up even more? Have you ever seen that? That's an initial fear syndrome puppy. And then what people make mistakes of doing with those initial fear syndrome puppies is that they'll sit there and put them in the front door of their house while people are walking into them, right at the defense line, thinking you're doing a good thing. The dog gets older, and then the dog takes on the behavioral trait of running behind or away from the door, and he's standing in the middle of the living room barking and snarling. You ever seen that? Anybody? Okay, when the person knocks at the door, he's this aggressive animal. You open a door and he runs. That's because he has been programmed and trained to back off according to his temperament. All right? I did a piece on socialization on my website, and I'm hoping somebody looks at it or reads it when you guys go home tonight, because it clearly describes what it means. Socialization according to temperament, not socialization according to what you think is right. Okay? We're all programmed to take these puppies and bomb them into just about every environment in the first 2 weeks that we get them. You think that's right? If you were to take a child that was raised in the country, okay, never seen the city, and plunk him right in the middle of the city, what's his first reaction? So you take this new puppy home, and the first thing they got, the neighbors coming over, the neighbors' kids coming over, this coming over, and then you take them from there, and you're going to take them to the vet on Monday. You're going to drop off at Walmart and go to PetSmart and walk them through there on Tuesday. God, the dog doesn't even know you. That is how you breed initial fear. If you got a sensitive dog, you are actually training the dog to go from environment to environment, and he's still nervous. So as he grows up, what is his personality going to start being every time you show him something new? Nervous tension. I was talking last night at dinner that there's the 1-second defense mechanism, and I said it this morning. Every dog has a 1-second defense mechanism. If your dog stays in the 1-second defense mechanism, that's good. Majority of times I've seen in family dogs that come to my kennel, they got a 20 to 30-second defense mechanism. And that's where your dog aggression or people aggression comes in. Something bad happened to the dog when it was growing up according to the dog's temperament, not what your eyes is all about. So, a simple thing, a failure to read your dog, and your best friend comes over, okay? And we did it yesterday with the person sitting on the floor. If you got an initial fear syndrome dog or even a puppy, and everybody's doing that on the first day, understand that he's afraid of you. You just brought him home. It's the same with the new dog, the rescue dog. You just brought him home. Do you think he's ready to meet the whole world? Or does he just want to meet you first and get that? Because at the end of the day, if you didn't bond with a pup or an adult in the raising phase, okay, and something freaks him out and he doesn't know you, who's he got to rely on? Thank you. So you've imprinted that the dog takes matters into his own hands. So, which leads to say now, are dogs born aggressive or created aggressive? Huh? They're created. There's no both. Because I'll tell you something, if you brought that puppy home out of the litter and he's licking you and he's happy to see you with a little bit of a nervous edge, does he bite you? Well, then he's born aggressive. If you picked him up and he snarls and lunges at your face, I guess he should be born. Am I right? Some. Oh, correct. That can happen, but I'm talking on the average. Okay? Right? It's created.